Hello everyone, my name is Akash and I'm presenting on health, education, military expenditures by country. The purpose of this project is to demonstrate my comfort level and skill level in data visualization using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Google Charts. And this is also for a visualization class taught by Dr. Nima Zahat at the George Washington University. On the bottom right, you'll see useful links such as the dataset, the project rubric, the Google Charts documentation, 2 different query tools of where I received the information from, as well as GW's Master of Science in Data Science. Moving forward to the dataset. This is the dataset. You can tell that everything is organized by series, percentage GDP, the current spend, as well as the healthcare expenditure. If one of the metrics was missing and I was able to calculate it, I did so. Also, if there was any missing data, I used various imputation techniques, such as averaging the 2 surrounding numbers. The data does go from 27 to 2017, and also growth rate, as well as some other flags are built in as well. Moving back to the HTML page, which I created, there are 6 tabs on the top. The first one is overall. This shows the overall population, the overall GDP, as well as the per capita. You can see that for GDP, US is on top, but China is gradually increasing theirs as well. For the health, the next 8 graphs provide an insight of health expenditure, total percentage GDP, and per capita by country, and health at the bottom is also compared to military expenditure on the last graph. I found that the per capita metric was the most enlightening. So the top 3 countries' health spend per capita was USA, Australia, and then Germany. And you can tell from this graph right here, healthcare expenditure per capita. I also used pie charts as well as geocharts as well. You can see that USA has the most spend in total. Moving forward, I did look at growth rate as well. I find the percent to be a little bit more useful. So the China, Saudi Arabia, and India were the fastest growing healthcare expenditure by growth rate. Lastly, you can see military versus health spend. Health is in blue, so you can see in USA by percentage GDP, so it's the same axis. It's a dual y-axis. USA is 16%, and down here is 3.29. So moving forward to education. Education is largely the same. You can see that USA spends the most in education, total dollars-wise. China and Saudi Arabia had missing data, so they're largely just omitted from this entire graph. And healthcare expenditure is Australia. Healthcare expenditure per capita is Australia, Great Britain, and USA. In terms of percent growth, it's Korea, Great Britain, and India. The education versus military is Brazil has the widest gap, or the largest for education. And moving forward, military is a set of 3 graphs, which are basically just an overview of the military spend, and we also have a sandbox just for playing around. Moving on to the code, to the HTML code, as well as the CSS, as well as the JavaScript. There's 6 tabs on the top, 1 for every tab. This is the index. To create the index tab, or the home tab, the overall, and then this is the JavaScript, which is using the Google Charts loader. And so you can see that there's 3 graphs made in the overall, and then these are the options for the 3 graphs. And then I also placed the 3 graphs back into the HTML container. And that is a quick overview of my project, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you.